Now here is an interesting challenge for us to solve, which goes with the name of mind your P's and Q's. So see here, this is our challenge. So challenge has given us three things with a title saying decrypt my super sick RSA. So C is given. So what is a C? C is a cipher text. It is an encrypted text. So this C should be converted into something else to complete this challenge. N is given, okay, N is also given, and E is given, exponent is given. Now the first thing you need to know is if C is given, our main goal is to find private key so that this can be converted into the plain text or message or our challenge flag. So this is our actual challenge. So C is given. C means ciphertext. Now N is also given. So what is N? N is nothing but P times Q. What is P and Q? P and Q are two large numbers. But here in our case, the N is very small. This is very small. We can easily find the value of P and Q from this N. And E is also given. So using the value of P and Q that we can crack, obviously because the value of N is very small, we can find the Euler's tangent coefficient, which is phi. So now if phi is known, we can calculate easily the value of D, which is nothing but the private key. So this is our step. So our main goal is to find the private key. To find the private key, we need the value of P and Q. Now if the value of P and Q is known, phi can be easily known because phi is nothing but P minus 1 times Q minus 1. Now the goal is only to find P and Q. But this value of N is very small. We can factor the value of N into P and Q. Now you can also write manually the code to do that. You can just write the Python code to factor the value of N. But here I will be using the website called as factordb. There is so many websites for this to do. So I'll just say factordb. This is the website, the handful website. So you can just type the value of N over here. So let us go back and let us see where it is. The value N. So let us copy this value of N and let us paste it here so that it can be factored. So this value of N can be factored into P and Q. Now you can see this value is P and this value is Q. Because the value of N was so small, we easily got the value of P and Q from this website. Now in practice, the value of N will be very large, which will be near to impossible for computers. Maybe it will take million years to factor it. But here it is very small value of N. It is very small. So it was easy to factorize. Now let me open my Sublime Text and show you the code for it to get the actual message. So what we are doing here? So first of all, we are using that crypto, which is the same library, and we have the C, which was given, the ciphertext. N was also given, E was also given, and the value of P and Q is what we just found out from that website, and we just paste it right here. And phi was calculated. Now this is a Euler's tangent coefficient, because finding P and Q, now we can find phi. Now finding phi, E is also known. We can find D. D is nothing but the private key. Now finding the private key, we can decrypt the message using this C, which is a ciphertext. D is our private key. N is our public key. And we have the message, and we convert that message into bytes. Now let us save this file into our challenges. Let us say this is our mind your P's and Q's file with the extension of py. Now this is our Python file. Let us run our Python file. Opening the terminal, and here let us say Python and mind yours p's and q.py. Now you can see we got our flag. This is our flag. We completed the challenge. It is very useful challenge. So just remember, this is just an implementation of RSA algorithm. It will be very hard for you to crack obviously, but this type of weak challenges is very much understandable, and you need to understand this algorithm because in practice, in real world, whenever you get the job offer, some algorithms has to be tested daily for you to know if those messages had some leak or not. So it is a part of your job. So you need to understand these algorithms, this encryption algorithm in detail, and how this algorithm works.